class. This is Mr. Cromwell again. This is the second video I'm recording for this week, for week 2. This is a week that focuses on your career, your profession, how writing applies to that, the kind of writing you need to do for that, and just to give you some practical tools to use in the work world in terms of writing. Okay, so the main assignment this week is you're going to write a cover letter. Which is different than a resume. Cover letter is kind of supports a resume, where you give some details about what you have on your resume. Okay, if you're applying for a job, I'll be posting something else, some other resources in the announcements related to how to put together your cover letter, some examples that you may find helpful. So look for those also. I'm posting this video and the announcements also. So here are the instructions right here. You should see them on your screen for the assignment. This is my second video, like I said. The other video was on how to, which is also in the announcements, is how to respond to your your week 1 discussion post. How to go about that this week, because the instructions for that are a little long, so I just want to make sure you're clear on them. But for this one, your cover letter, I'll just read from the top here. Resumes and cover letters are 2 ways writing is used in the professional world. These documents are often a potential employee's introduction to a prospective employer and can be key in career advancement. Okay? For this assignment, you will identify an employment opportunity you are interested in. Okay, so you need to come up with a job you want to apply for, basically. This might be a job you are currently considering or a job you hope to obtain in the future. Okay, so it can be something, a dream job if you want it to be, or it can be something real that you really that you've seen an advertisement for, and you want to specifically write a cover letter for it. Okay, you will create both a cover letter responding to your desired job opportunity and a reflection about the process you use to gather information about the job, about that job and the company. Okay, so this assignment is in 2 parts. Keep that in mind. 2 parts. The cover letter is just the first part. This assignment shows how effectively you are able to construct a piece of writing appropriate for a career or discipline-specific situation. Okay. Again, this goes back to audience last week. Last week, you wrote a brief note to someone who lost their cell phone, and you have to figure out who that audience was. Okay, based on some clues that you inferred. This time, you're writing to an employer. That's your audience. So again, whenever you write, you have to keep the audience in mind, because that'll guide what you say. Okay, and how you say it. The audience, who you're writing to. So keep that in mind. Audience is very important. Part of the rhetorical situation. You should know what that term means in this class. If you don't, go back to week 1 and look under the learning activities for a refresher on the rhetorical situation. Audience is just one part of that. Okay, let's finish this. Review the cover letter guide, which is here. I'll open it up. Let it download for a second from Phoenix Link resource for appropriate cover letter formatting guidelines. This resource is located also in Phoenix Link's career resources section. Okay, so here it is. You would click on this link here, cover letter guide. This will give you the background of what a cover letter is, how to write one, why people use them, give you some examples of them, so on and so forth. And again, I will also post some additional information, resources to help you write your cover letter. Okay, so this is what you're going to find when you open that guide up in the instructions. Cover letter guide, 5 steps for crafting your cover letter, and here are the 5 steps. You can click on one, it'll go to that. Cover letters versus resumes, identify your audience, so on, so on, so on, so. So go through this in as much detail as you can. Make sure you proofread. If there's one area of writing you do not want any grammatical or sentence-related errors, it's in job-related writing. Okay, it's in cover letters and resumes, because if someone sees that you can't spell correctly or use punctuation correctly, sentences aren't right, you may not get hired. Okay. So go through this, the proofreading checklist, and here are the examples of cover letters at the end. One thing I want to make note here is that in these examples, there's no header information, as there should be in the cover letter. Okay, before you address the reader of the cover letter, the employee, the person is hiring, you need to have your address information, your email information, your phone information at the top. For some reason, these particular examples in this document do not carry those. Okay, so that's why I want you to look at the the additional resources I'm going to send you, I'm going to post in the announcements. Most of their examples have all of that information. It's more complete. Okay, so you need to look through these and the documents, the resources I'm going to send you. So this document and the resources I'm going to send you additionally. If you have any questions, let me know. But you do need header information in your cover letter. You just can't start off with "Dear Mrs. So and So" or "Mr. So and So." You have to put the date first. Then you have to put who you are, your name, address, phone number, email address, and then the address of the employer before you get to "Dear Mr. or Mrs. So and So." Okay. Um, I'll mention that again before this assignment is due so you can be clear. Okay. So this is one resource. I'm getting out of this now. We're going back to the instructions. Okay. All right. So you read the cover letter guide. You know why you're writing a cover letter, what it has to have, what the ingredients are, why we need to write them, some examples. Okay. All right. So after that, locate a job opportunity that interests you. Okay. You should have that in mind even before you read the instructions. Um, okay. Well, no, research a specific job opportunity that interests you. Okay. Research key information about your chosen job opportunity in the company. For example, the mission statement, hiring manager, past accomplishments, etc. This is the company you're going to research. You may find this information by visiting the company's website and searching social networking sites like LinkedIn or job boards like Indeed, Monster, hiring job boards like that. All right. So before you write your cover letter, you're going to research the company again that you're going to applying to. Answer all of these questions here. Okay, I'm not going to go through these because I have limited time. No, don't answer these questions. Just consider them. Consider them. Okay. Consider means just think about them before you write the cover letter. Okay. What duties might this position require? What education or experience? So on and so forth. What qualities and habits or career skills make you a good candidate for this position? This will give you the ingredients to what you're going to include in your cover letter. You can answer these questions. Okay. So then you're going to get to writing the cover letter itself. Write a minimum 350-word cover letter for your identified job opportunity that incorporates the suggestions, format, and tone from the cover letter guide you reviewed at the beginning of this assignment. Cover letter guide is up here. Okay, you can open that up and you can refer to that as you write. When your cover letter is complete, okay, it's 350 words. There are examples in the cover letter guide. I'm going to send you some other examples to use to create your cover letter. Okay. Um, the second part of the assignment is to write a reflection on the process you took to write your cover letter. That's here. Okay. This can be all in the same Word document. You don't have to submit two separate pages. Okay. So you're going to write a reflection addressing the following questions in at least one sentence each. What was your research process? What did you find and how did you find it? That means when you looked up information on the company you're applying to, what did you find out? Where did you look for it? What did you learn? Okay. How did you determine the credibility of your sources? Um, that means why did you know that the site that you went to was a legitimate site? Was it somebody's personal homepage? Was it a professional site of a business that's been around for a number of years that can be trusted, that's trustworthy, someone that actually is hiring? Okay. How did you determine the trustworthiness of the source of the job site that you chose? Okay. Either the employer or maybe even the job site like LinkedIn or some other social media job search site. Okay. How did your research influence the cover letter? Okay. What did you learn about your company at the job site? What did they say you needed to include in your cover letter? Did they say they were looking for someone that had good attention to detail, that was very professional, that had a certain education level? How did your research of the job of the employer site? You should focus on the employer site. Okay, influence how you should write your cover letter. When you looked at websites, job postings, and other resources related to this career field, what did you notice about how people in this profession communicate? Were there any words, ideas, or phrases prominent? Okay. To whom did you address your letter? Why did you select this person? What are some examples from your letter that demonstrate a respectful and professional tone? Okay. Tone is the way you choose your words to present yourself. Okay. Did you make sure you used the correct grammar? You were proper. You were formal. You sounded educated. Okay, so answer these questions. So there's two parts of the assignment. You're gonna write a cover letter based on examples in the cover letter guide and some others I'm going to send you. And then you're going to answer these questions. You're going to reflect on how you completed the cover letter. Okay, these can all be in the same Microsoft Word document. Okay, so that's it. I'm running out of time. These videos only go, I think, 12 to 14 minutes. Okay, so that's it for this one. If you have any, I'm going to be posting other information on the cover letter or additional resources, like I said. Okay, thanks, class. Let me know if you have any questions about this main assignment for week 2. Bye-bye.